Hello, I'm OmnusI, your game master this evening here in my lair. Hello friends, I am OmnusI, here once more in the Lair of OmnusI to answer another RPG Day question. Today is day 23, and the question therein is, which RPG has the most jaw-dropping layout? Well, I will kind of harken back to earlier days. This one's going to go back a little bit, but I have yet to see eclipsed the interior art for the second edition Dungeons and Dragons, with all the great fantasy art authors and artists that they pulled from to make this incredible work. Chiefly, I love Larry Elmore's work. I think he does some just amazing things. But there were plenty of other fantasy artists. But I admit, I'm not a huge art hound. I can't name more than a handful of artists myself. I just know what I like. And there were so many just iconic pictures in those books that it still, it left an impression on me. A very favorable impression. Now, I do admit I like the art and layout for the third edition. I like the background with the kind of parchment coloring and the delicate scribing that the text lays over, and some of the various more realistic art and some of the more interesting cultural design changes rather than being feudal Europe. They had some very interesting directions that they went with. But to me, the big splash pictures and the interior art and the layout, it's still, to me, second edition really kind of became what I came to expect with fantasy. It's kind of the standard that I've held everything else to. Third edition is fine. Fifth edition is fine. GURPS, again, my beloved GURPS comes up again. I like their idea of putting in text and then having sidebars with useful information. It keeps the optional stuff off to the side, or serves to focus and illuminate on something that is only referenced within the main text. Unfortunately, the stock art, it seems, that they throw into most of their things is kind of a turnoff. But I'll admit, I haven't seen a lot of the 4th edition stuff. Only really the 4th edition rule books. It looks like they've upped their game a bit in that. But again, a lot of it looks like it's a lot of just kind of stock art that's been put into the rest of what is really good text. In addition, the indexing for GURPS is really what saves it. Otherwise, all those sidebars can be murder to keep trying to keep track of. Other games like Shadowrun, having separate sections and layouts for the archetypes and things is a great idea. It means that I can very easily find what I need. And the art is good. It's just the way it's laid out is just a little obtuse. It's a little daunting with some of the graphs and tables and how they're interspersed. But I like it a lot. When I do my own works, I can only pray that I come up to close to some of these other companies and things. Also, the original Star Wars books layouts were good, solid. I definitely enjoyed the art, the artistry that they had. Some was up and down. The layout was generally made it relatively easy to find the information and was solid. But I still kind of have a soft spot for the workings from 2nd edition D&D. That's my favorite. I am looking, as always, forward to something to take that spot. Just haven't found it yet. But I'm sure somebody will come along with even more mind-blowing stuff that I'll someday get to peruse and, become a champion of. So, I'm OmnusI, here at the Lair of OmnusI, and I'm wishing you safe adventures.